Yo guys, it's Tucci here, and today we're gonna work on the PC stuffs on this 4-bit CPU. So right now, in the last episode you saw that I extracted these two wires from the LU. The first one was carry out and the second one was if0, which was basically odd every output of the ALU except the carry out. So yeah, so all these got a slab tower so they don't run into each other. Oops, let me turn that off. And yeah, so with these two things we can do up to, I think, almost every branching thing that would be needed in this simple CPU. So, and also we got this thing right here which we'll be needing in a little while. So just with these two I can do quite a few things. I can basically have it so that if I was doing Fibonacci, for example, if I did branch if0 and if branch if carry out, if the Fibonacci was carrying out of the ALU, it would know, the CPU would know, and then it would end the program. So things like that it can be useful for, and just many others. So right now, if I didn't, I can use this right now without actually doing anything. I just need to hook the clock up to this line right here, and I can have a simple jump which takes no conditions. So I'll get started on this and I'll explain it at the same time if I can. So right now, why I need this thing right here is basically an AND gate. So I can select which branching thing I want. So say if I wanted to do, let's pretend one is if0, so I would go here and I would just say this line was on. Oops, let's put that there. Oh, this one, this is 4. So say 4 was if0. If 0 was on and this line was on, then it would branch basically. So I need to basically hook all of these things up. So I may try like this. I may use a decoder format. So I could have so let's have if0 to be 1, 0, carry out, which is C out. Then I can have A equal B. I can have then A is greater than B, B greater than A. Okay, then I can have some special ones which are, because I've got 2 left and I don't have really anything else, I could do, I may add a little IO thing to the CPU where it can get, I'm gonna do that. So I'll probably make it input from here. So let's see how far this reaches. Right now I don't have light loader, so I'm not going to be able to do much stuffs. like that. Let's hope this one can go one further back. No, it can't. I'll just have to do a torch or something. But yeah, the input and output ports will be coming out over to this side, so I can have, if IO1 has an input, basically I can do an basically an if0 line for the IO input. So I can just have the same thing that's on the end of the LU. So I've got these 5, then yeah, that's 5, right? Yeah. Then I can have if I slash o, if I slash o1 true. Actually, I'll do 1 0. I think I just took a screenshot. Okay, so if IO2 0, so there we go, and we can do a whole thing like this. Didn't have it. Have it up above like this, like so. So basically this line that's been ordered at every AND gate that's soon to be, this will basically decide whether or not to branch. So this needs to go into the same line as the jump, so I can attach that after. So right now you can see that 4 is getting inputted to this decoder, which is actually selecting if A greater than B, and right now that's true because this part hasn't been added on yet, so that would say branch right now. So yeah, so let's actually fix this before I forget. Then I'm probably gonna speed build this because I mess about with different designs a lot, so this will be less confusing. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn my mic off and start speed building this stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've basically added the things that I needed to do the branching. Oh, just I may need to add an extra bit, unless okay, I've used 0 1 2. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I was planning to make it so I have to do a compare function which saved all the repeat looks, so which would basically be like a status flag, so whenever I did a compare function it updated. But I can just make it so that it updates every clock cycle, so, and if I do a branch it'll just cancel the updating of the thing, the jigs, so it'll be fine for now. So these need to go like this. And these will be, I'll leave that till later. So okay, so this is basically what hopefully you saw what I did for testing whether these things were correct. So let's just look at how these are made. So if 0 is obviously just going to be if 0. If carry out, it's just going to be carry out. Okay, so now we're on to the proper ones that need a lot of stuffs. So basically to do these functions, all these three has to be on subtraction mode, or I think invert B, invert, anyway, just yeah, subtraction is the easiest way. So subtraction, you can get all these three and two extra, so you basically can have 5 different things. You can have if greater and equal to, so that adds an extra 2. But yeah, basically for that you need subtraction mode. So let's look at this. So right now, to 2's complement, you need to do carry in and invert B. So right now, as you can see, A equals B should be off right now. Yep. So if I chose this one, which is 3, pretty sure. If I do, so if I input 3, it's gonna say branch because this is currently correct. So that's all good. So now if I input, I can use it as an input, so this inputs to the A. So if I want to subtract, actually the B is what you're subtracting away, so if I just put, I think this is 1, pretty sure that's 1, that is 1. So if I input 1, as you can see, if 0 and carry out is on right now, so basically that's how I knew. And this flag will be currently off because of that repeater right there, just saying basically you can't do that. It's pretty much the same stuff as a decoder, so unordered decoder. Actually, 1, this is a 1, that's 4, that's 2. Yeah, basically a 3-bit 2-bit decoder right here in these 3 lines. Anyway, so yeah, this line has turned off. And now if I input something to the B input, and that's actually inverting it, so I can just break a block and it do the same thing. And now, as you can see, if 0 is currently on and carry out is off, and that is the 3 pretty much probably going to be the most used statements. So yeah, and currently you can see the branch is off because these don't match any. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the branching. So branching just helps programs to be more in depth, maybe, I don't know, and a lot less lines because you can do looping. In Minecraft, in the coding, there's a lot of looping, and you can do that a lot easier using branching. And also using PC benefits because for this, I could use any size PC, like, but I could only address 4, but that still doesn't really matter. I can still have, I may add an extra bit onto this, decode it and make this a little bit bigger so I can do a better program, but it'll do for now. But yeah, branching helps a lot.